Hi friends, welcome to the channel Nurses Forum. Today we can discuss about some important MCQs which is important in AIMS Nursing Recruitment Exam NORCET 2020. Before that, those who are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Let us begin. First question. Following are clinical features of organophosphorus poisoning except hyperventilation, salivation, pinpoint pupil, bronchospasm. Right answer is hyperventilation. Organophosphorus compounds are organic compounds containing phosphorus. It is used primarily in pest control and it also acts as a strong insecticide. Organophosphorus compounds inhibit acetylcholinesterase enzyme in synapses. It results in accumulation and overstimulation of acetylcholine. Due to the excess acetylcholine leads to stimulation of parasympathetic system. Due to the stimulation of parasympathetic system, the following symptoms may occur. Pinpoint pupils, it is also called as miosis, bradycardia, excessive salivation, bronchospasm, bronchorrhea. Antidote of organophosphorus poisoning is atropine. Next question. The abnormal condition in which the umbilicus is inserted through the membrane. Options: succintrate, battledore, marginal, filamentous. Right answer is filamentous. Succintrate placenta is a condition in which one or more accessory lobes develop in the membranes apart from main placenta. Next is battledore placenta. Battledore placenta is a condition in which umbilical cord is inserted at or near the margin rather than in the center. It is also called as marginal cord insertion. Filamentous insertion of placenta. In filamentous insertion, umbilical cord is inserted in the fetal membrane rather than in the placental mass. It is the most common cause of vasa previa. Vasa previa is a condition in which fetal blood vessels run across or very close to internal OS of cervix. Here the right answer is filamentous insertion. Question. Which of the following clinical presentation a nurse would expect while assessing a patient with abruption placenta? Options: rigid bolt-like abdomen, edema in legs, painless vaginal bleeding, premature rupture of membrane. Right answer is rigid bolt-like abdomen. Abruptio placenta is a condition in which the premature separation of placenta from the uterus before delivery. That is abruptio placenta. The clinical manifestations of abruptio placenta are abdominal pain, rigid, bolt-like abdomen, bleeding may or may not occur. Painless vaginal bleeding occurs in placenta previa. Next question. Which of the following is a drug of choice for pregnant women with chronic hypertension? Methyl diazepam, magnesium sulfate. Right answer is methyl dopa. Methyl dopa is a drug of choice for a pregnant woman with chronic hypertension. Magnesium sulfate is a drug of choice of eclampsia. Next question. According to Erikson psychosocial theory, the developmental task of toddler is autonomous with shame and doubt, trust with mistrust, industry with inferiority, initiative with guilt. Right, autonomy with shame and doubt. Let us see an image of Erikson's stage of psychosocial development. Infant up to 18 months. Trust was mistrust. 18 months to 3 years. Autonomy was shame and 3 to 5 years. Initiative was guilt 5 to 13 years. Industry was inferiority 13 to 21 years. Identity was confusion 21 to 39 years. Intimacy was isolation 40 to 65 years. Generativity was stagnation 65 and older. Integrity was despair. Question: the major neurotransmitter involved in the occurrence of obsessive compulsive disorder OCD. Options: dopamine, acetylcholine, epinephrine, serotonin. Right answer is serotonin. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a disorder characterized by unreasonable repeated thoughts and fears. It is called as obsession that leads to compulsive behavior. OCD is an anxiety disorder where repeated thoughts and compulsive action will be there. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter involved in the occurrence of obsessive compulsive disorder. Other options are dopamine and acetylcholine. Dopamine is neurotransmitter involved in the occurrence of Parkinson's disease. Acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter involved in the occurrence of Alzheimer's disease. We can go to the next question. The extreme softening of cervix during the first trimester of pregnancy is known as Chadwick sign, Ostrander sign, Hagar sign, Goodell sign. Right answer is Goodell sign. Goodell sign is a softening of cervix. It occurs 5 weeks of pregnancy. Chadwick sign is a bluish discoloration of cervix, vagina and labia resulting from increased blood during first trimester of pregnancy. Ostrander sign. It is an increased pulsation felt through the lateral fornix of the vagina at 8 weeks. Hagar sign. It is a softening of lower uterine segment or isthmus at 6 to 12 weeks. Let us see the next question. A positive tuberculin test is indicated by induration of 1 to 3 mm in diameter, 15 mm or more in diameter, 7 to 9 mm in diameter, 4 to 6 mm in diameter. Right answer is 15 mm or more in diameter. Tuberculin skin test, it is also called as Mantoux test. It determines if someone has developed an immune response to the bacterium that causes tuberculosis. It is a test which is used to diagnose tuberculosis. 0.1 ml of tuberculin purified protein derivative, that is PPD, injected on the left forearm intradermally. We have to use 1 ml syringe with 26 gauge needle. Observe the site after 48 to 72 hours for measuring the induration. Induration of 15 mm or more is considered as positive for tuberculosis. Next question. Which among the following is diagnosed based on Read Sternberg cell type. Options: Hodgkin disease, non-Hodgkin disease, nephroblastoma, hepatoblastoma. Right answer is Hodgkin's disease. Reed Sternberg cells are the hallmark tumor cells found in Hodgkin lymphomas. Hodgkin lymphomas are also called as Hodgkin disease. It is a cancer of lymphatic system in which neoplastic transformation lymphocytes particularly seen in lymph nodes. The classical sign of Hodgkin lymphoma is enlargement of the cervical lymph node. Non-Hodgkin disease is a neoplastic transformation of either B or T cells of the lymphatic cells. In non-Hodgkin disease, red Sternberg cells are absent. Other options, nephroblastoma and hepatoblastomas, are invalid. Nephroblastoma is a malignancy associated with kidney. Hepatoblastoma is a malignancy associated with liver. Next question. Which among the following is a complication of spinal anesthesia? Options: tachycardia, hypotension, hypertension, dyspnea. Right answer is hypotension. Most common complication of spinal anesthesia is bradycardia and hypotension. Spinal anesthesia is given in the lumbar region at the level of L2 or L3 or between the space of L3 and L4. Next question. All of the following measures are used to decrease the brain edema except hydrocortisone, hyperventilation, dextrose infusion, mannitol infusion. Right answer is dextrose infusion. Mannitol infusion, hydrocortisone, hyperventilation, oral glycerol administration, these all are the measures used to decrease intracranial pressure. Semi-follows position also can be given to reduce ICP. Fluid intake restriction is one of the measures to reduce ICP. One of the important triad which is seen in increased ICP patient is Cushing's triad. It includes 3 symptoms: hypertension and widening of pulse pressure, bradycardia, bradypnea. This is the classical symptom which is seen in increased ICP patient, that is Cushing's triad. Normal ICP is 7 to 15 mm of Hg. Next question. The antidote of atropine poisoning is options: pheostigmine, pilocarpine, bethanchol, neostigmine. Right answer is pheostigmine. Next question. The condition where uterus turns inside out, it is known as retroversion, prolapse, anteversion, inversion. Right answer is inversion. Uterine inversion is a condition in which the uterus turns inside out. It usually happens after childbirth. Whereas uterine prolapse is a condition in which uterus has descended from its normal position in the pelvis further down into the vagina due to the weakening of pelvic muscles and ligaments. we have to understand the difference between uterus inversion and prolapse. In uterine inversion, the uterus turns inside out. But in the case of uterine prolapse, the uterus has descended from its normal position and it put down into the vagina due to the weakening of pelvic muscles and ligaments. Next question. Projectile vomiting is a characteristic feature of which of the following? Hernia, pyloric stenosis, imperforate anus, appendicitis. Right answer is pyloric stenosis. Pyloric stenosis is a condition in which narrowing of the pylorus, the opening from the stomach into the intestine, take place. Pylorus is a sphincter between the opening from the stomach into the intestine. In pyloric stenosis, narrowing of this pyloric sphincter takes place. This will lead to symptoms: projectile vomiting, visible peristaltic movement, abdominal pain, olive-shaped mass on palpation. Surgical management of pyloric stenosis is pyloromyotomy. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. We will update your knowledge with more videos. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you.